Hey everybody, it's Eric Norton. I'm back with Matt Bible, and we got a couple of boxes of 2016 Topps WWE. Couple hobby boxes, right?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, what are we looking for in here, man?
There's a lot of things we're looking for. Obviously, the basic fanfare. You got a 100 card base set.
Okay.
You also have typical autographs. You got triple autographs, number to 11. And the big deal with those is we've got Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins all on the same card for the first time.
So the Shield.
The Shield members are all on the same card for the first time. Of course, you've got the Diva autographs, or Diva Kiss cards and Diva Kiss autographs, which are hugely popular by everybody and will by far probably be the leaders in the secondary market.
Awesome.
Especially when you got Sasha Banks and Charlotte and Bayley all in the and Trish Stratus is in here.
She's in it too? Oh,
yep.
Wow. Kiss cards from Trish Stratus.
It's been a while since Trish Stratus has had a Divas Kiss card autograph combo.
I like the package. It has Macho on it.
Yep, Macho and The Rock and John Cena.
Awesome.
You're also going to have the Medallions cards. We've got tribute cards to The Rock. He's hobby exclusive only, I believe. But you got three other people that have hobby or tributes in the cards. You've got Lesnar, you've got Triple H, and you got Bret Hart.
Okay. All right.
So, yeah, there's a lot going on. Oh, and Canadian only packs. You've got the Canadian Superstars autographs.
Sweet.
And here's a couple old school guys. I'll just go ahead and show both of them. Bret Hart and Jake the Snake Roberts. Well, let me just show the whole pack. Look at this. I got like a retro pack.
You did. There's Doink and Bam Bam.
Bam Bam. I'll show the backs too, just to give everybody a well-rounded idea of what they can expect. You got, of course, the retro classic emblem of the WWE.
I'm gonna show Stardust because he's one of my favorites. And here's Sammy, one of the best going right now.
Sami Zayn.
And here's a Rock tribute, hobby only Rock tribute.
And I actually got 3 inserts in my pack.
Sweet.
I got there's the Sheamus. There is an authority and anti-authority database perspectives cards.
Okay.
They're parallel of each other. There's debate whether or not they're considered a part of the same set or if there's 2 separate sets. Here is someone who has a really great future. Enzo Amore, NXT insert. He recently got injured. He had a really brutal injury. It actually looked worse than it was. But
yeah.
And then we've got The Rock throwing down the people's elbow in one of the Rock tribute cards.
Enzo Amore.
Enzo Amore. And Big Cass.
Here's the Bushwhackers.
Luke and Butch.
Luke and Butch.
This pack feels different. I think there might be something in here.
The Nasty Boys. Knobs and what was the other guy's name? Knobs and what now?
Sags. Jerry Sags.
Yeah. Farouk. Leader of the nation.
Yahoo! Puppies!
Ooh.
Jerry the King Lawler!
Jerry the King Lawler.
Yahoo! I had to do it because it's been a long time since.
Since you got to do it. Puppies.
I don't get to watch. I don't get to watch SmackDown that much because, and Jerry Lawler's on there, and he's a heel announcer now.
He's a heel announcer now. Back to classic.
Back to classic. Lawler heel WWE. I'm looking at these. It looks like you're probably. Wow. I'm kind of shocked we get old JR in a card here for a new product, but. There's a lot of retro stuff in here, man. I'm looking at some of these cards, and
here's the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith.
Here's an NXT card of Asuka. It's her first card. It looks like very anime-looking. I don't want to call them divas anymore. I'm going to call them women's wrestlers because I think that's what they're reverting back to.
Here's enjoy a free 1-day game or DVD rental from Redbox. Should we should we throw it out there and let somebody fight for the code? You got one too?
Yeah.
We'll save that.
Yeah.
We'll give it to somebody who really, really needs it. Whoever that may be.
Another authority-based Triple H. We'll show him since he is the authority. Haven't got any anti-authority. Maybe they're seated. It's possible they're seated differently than one per pack. But and you got printing plates in here. You've got, you know, a lot. There's a lot going on with this product.
There's Dustin Reynolds, Samoa Joe, and Terminator Triple H, as he is coming out at WrestleMania all Arnold Schwarzenegger like. Bam.
All Arnold like.
I was trying to separate these, but I'm just gonna put them.
Yeah, I'm not. I'll go through the inserts later.
I'm sorry about that, buddy. There's a lot going on here. Topps did their homework on this one. Ah, nice.
Man, these were produced. I mean, these were freshly produced. So look at this. You've got. Wasn't Kevin Von Erich? He was at the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
banquet,
he was.
Right. That's from the Hall of Fame banquet. That card, that base card.
Very
so
cool.
that was what, less than 2 months ago.
Yep. We just got our first hit of the boxes. Brooklyn NXT Takeover. A Fight Kevin Owens, authentic matte relic. Kevin Owens is a very popular guy going right now in the WWE, as he should be. Him and Sammy are just having a feud, which is cool.
First hit.
What'd you get there? An Ambrose?
This is a Dean Ambrose Perspectives Medallions card.
I'm pretty sure Dean Ambrose is just playing Jack Nicholson in The Shining. That's what I think is going on.
I love when he hijacked Chris Jericho's show. That was one of the funniest. One of the funniest things that they've done. The other night he came out and he had attacked Jericho, and he took Jericho's jacket and made like he was Jericho.
Okay.
And came out into the crowd, and everybody thought it was Jericho, and the lights come up, and sure enough, it's Dean Ambrose. Here is Miss Mandy Rose, her first card. Yes, indeed, she's on Total Divas. So, what is it?
Is that a parallel?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't know. Doesn't. It might be.
It might be a parallel. I'm gonna call it a parallel. It might not be, but it's the
it's
2000. It's not numbered, but it's the Topps 2016. It doesn't look like any of the other cards I've seen. So I'm gonna. If it's not a parallel, then I'm wrong. I'm sorry, guys, but I don't. It's definitely different.
Check the back and see if it's numbered at all.
Yeah, it's numbered 51.
Okay, so it is a parallel.
Here is 3. Actually, 4 guys you won't see often on cards, I don't think.
Not
Kamala,
now, at least.
Mr. X, and the Brainbusters. Look at that's double A, Tully Blanchard, awesome.
All right, here we go. I gotta throw this lady out there because she's one of my favorites. Paige, also one of Bill Dumas' favorites. And there's The Rock saying, "Just bring it." Here is Miss Bailey, who I'm hoping we see and brought up soon. And for this last guy, I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
He's afraid that
He was just released here another, less than a week ago, about 3 days ago.
They have been going through some mass releasings.
And Damian Sandow, someone else who got released.
Yes.
I'm extremely disappointed with that because the guy.
Since you mentioned him, let's put him there. He was one of the most underutilized. These are definitely parallels. Because here's the Usos for the 2016. They are not like the base. So, and here is a first card of Nia Jax. She looks like she will jack you up.
Here is, I believe, Simon Gotch, who is one of the Vaudevillains, the newest tag team, which I thought would have been a great gimmick for Sandow to be their valet or their manager.
Yeah,
he would fit right in because you can put him in the most horrid storylines and he would make it gold.
sure. Here's a Batista looking pretty angry. Here is one of the best names in all of wrestling.
Yep.
Erwin R. Shyster,
Yep.
better known as IRS.
And better known as the father of Bo Dallas and Bray Wyatt.
Yes, Bo and Bray. Oh, and look, this, oddly enough, is not a picture of Mr. Paul Worth and I, although it's very fat packish. Here are the natural disasters.
Earthquake and typhoon, man. They're getting old school with some of these.
They are. That's pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's more retro guys in here, I think, than regular guys.
It's okay. I'm down with it.
I think they're kind of trying to. It's where art is imitating life, where they're bringing all the people back for their pay-per-views.
Look at that. Just right off top. And retro. There's the rowdy one, Billy Graham, and Andre the Giant. Just wow. I like that feel.
There's the Beast.
There's a 2006
Brock Lesnar
parallel of Neville. That's a nice photo there of him midair.
The man that gravity forgot.
We definitely forgot him.
There you go, back to back. I thought this was kind of a cool thing.
The Renegades.
Ultimate Warrior and Sting. The Blade Runners.
The Blade Runners.
Yeah.
I said Renegades. My bad.
Probably you're thinking of the Renegade, the dude that was the Ultimate Warrior imposter in old WCW.
Here's a Sherry Martel and a Chad Gable first card. Sherry Martel is a parallel. Silver on that one. You're gonna have to, when you're sorting these, man, you're gonna have to really pay attention.
Oh yeah, I know. I just usually sort them from the back and then in the front for everything else.
Here's Demolition Light, the Ascension.
Demolition Light, Powers of Pain Light, the Road Warriors Light, any of the Tough Tag Teams Light.
Sandow parallel, and a Finn Balor, founder of the Bullet Club.
Mm-hmm.
Soon coming to a WWE ring near you.
Here is a relic. We've got SummerSlam relic of Dolph Ziggler. It's authentic Matt relic.
I gotta speed up here. I gotta catch up to you.
Dolph Ziggler. Somebody else who I feel is underutilized. He needs more title runs. They need to write some more stories for him.
Dolph from Hollywood, Florida, aka Cleveland, Ohio.
Yep. Anytime there's a Wizard World Con in Cleveland, you can bet either The Miz or Dolph Ziggler will be there. For the most part.
I'm not. Man, you were way ahead of me. I gotta get through this stuff. I got caught up in the nostalgia of looking at the old guys. My bad.
Stephanie McMahon, who, used to run Raw. I'll just kind of slow down here a little bit.
Shane O'Mac instead of that, right?
Yeah, he'll probably, I would imagine he'll have a card in the next series if he doesn't have one in this already.
Dangerous Danny Davis. Look, I'm sorry. When was the last time you saw Dangerous Danny Davis on a card?
It's been a long time. It makes me wonder how long. Here's another one. Mr. X.
Yeah, I showed that one earlier.
Did you show that one?
That's crazy that... Man.
I'm enjoying it, but it's like... here we go. Here's Carmella. An NXT card.
Wow.
Of Carmella. No autographs yet, eh?
No, not yet.
I'm down to my last 4. Hopefully there's something in here, but...
Let's hope so.
We shall see, sir. If I get an autograph.
Here's an Natalia relic.
Maybe it's 2 relics a box, or 2 relics or autographs per box.
Maybe.
Maybe I'll get an auto. There's the current women's champion, Charlotte.
There's the Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Okay.
Feel the madness.
A lot going on in this set.
Are you going to try to put this together?
Probably not.
Probably not.
I mean, I might find something in it that I like. I mean, I wouldn't mind if the price is right, finding that Shield autograph.
Yeah.
There's only 11 of them. That's the bad part. Good luck hunting those down.
Here's a Lundra Blaze. That woman can still kick me in the booty. She is massive.
I will always know her as Medusa.
Medusa.
There is no Lundra Blaze. It's Medusa. Medusa Maselli. And somebody who is, I don't know why he's in the Authority database, The Undertaker. I guess it's a parallel and whatever. The Undertaker.
Here is a very young Barry Windham.
Very young Barry Windham.
And the ever popular Fandango. Hope you can dance like that.
There we go.
Sweet.
There's an old school image. Kevin Nash at one of the WCW pay-per-views raising the WCW title belt.
That was probably just before he dropped it to Hogan.
Yeah, that was right before the getting hit by the finger. Hogan just poked him and he fell down.
Yeah.
Hogan pinned him with one boot. I'm at my last pack, and so far no autos yet.
That's she's a very popular wrestler right now. That's her first card there. She is awesome in NXT.
Okay.
If you guys are not watching NXT, I don't know what's wrong. Please watch NXT. It's awesome.
Here's Andre.
That was your last pack?
Yep.
No autograph?
Nope.
I got 2 relics.
And there's a Sasha Banks parallel. I'm going to show her again just because it's Sasha Banks. I mean, what is not to like?
WWE Universe. There's the New Day.
They were on there the other night with they had their last Boodio from WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
Last pack. Wow. Yo. Hey, yo. It's survey time. Mr. Scott Hall.
Scott Hall. Kevin Nash.
And I'll end with one of the most underrated guys in wrestling.
Cesaro.
William Regal. He was a great wrestler, and now he's a great general manager or whatever he is doing on NXT. But dude could go. He made Goldberg look like a fool. You remember that match? He made Goldberg look like a fool. Here's my 2 hits. Lined up with what he's got here.
Just got some variety there.
Pretty solid.
We'll throw Nate out there just for this Nature Boy.
Pretty solid couple of boxes here.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of inserts for people to collect. You get 3 per pack. It looks like you get either Authority database, Anti-Authority, The Rock, NXT. Very retro heavy. This product. I've never seen that many retro wrestlers in one base set. But
That's okay.
They really loaded it up with retro imagery and the old school stuff, which is pretty cool actually.
I dig it. I thought I appreciated that by what was going on there, especially with something like the Von Erich and everything.
I will say this much, and I haven't seen. Maybe it doesn't mean he's not in here, but there was no Virgil.
I pulled a Virgil.
You pulled a Virgil?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, well, I guess Virgil is not so lonely. He's in this box.
Yeah, he's not waiting outside of FanFest trying to get
or Costco
people buy his autographs.
Yeah.
So, guys, that's what we think about 2016 WWE from Topps. Why don't you tell us what you think down below? And until next time, I'm Eric Fatpack Norton.
And I'm Matt, Ordinary Bible.
Just keep ripping.